Yo, yo, yo! What up, boys? What's up, Miko Warcart? What up, Sneak? How are you guys doing? Dude, we didn't hear about the Donnie Bubba blowjob on stream on Thursday, right? That all happened on Friday, or at least I heard about it. All the good stuff happens on non-stream days, right? This shit is so funny. It makes so much sense. Dude, I'm so sick of getting goofed on by a bunch of DL gay guys who hate themselves. What's up with that, right? Just live your truth, boys. Bubba and Donnie should be able to live their full truth. You're doing great, Sneak? Good. It's pretty cold here, but I kind of like it. I think it'll be nice doing some vinyasa in the cold. I'm gonna have to keep my sweatshirt on though, probably. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. But it's chilly. It's like 42. Wait, let me check. 42! It's supposed to rain today at 2 o'clock, supposedly. I'm doing great. Got up a couple hours ago. Just been hanging out, looking at memes. Read a little bit. I left Skitter tucked in. She's still sleeping. I didn't have the heart to break her slumber. Letting her sleep in. Bro, them boys can press 69 all they want. Yeah, dude. That's all they be doing. What up, Eternally Bumpin'? How are you guys doing? What else is going on? What happened in the last day and a half? I think just the just the Trump shit. Dude, and Bubba's silence, I mean all their silence, right? Speaks volumes. I know this is real. I know it's real just based on how Jeffrey Epstein and his brother were nonchalantly talking about it. Dude, you know what's funny is that it is crazy that reading those things that Jeffrey wrote, like, I've met a lot of really bad people, and Donald is the worst. Not a nice, what did he say? Not a nice cell in his body? Which means that Jeffrey Epstein has the capacity to see that. Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein is less evil than Trump, I think. And then Megyn Kelly's like, guys, you know how I'm always like, libertarians can get fucked because eventually the conversation always goes to, guys, I'm not a pedophile. I'm just attracted to 15-year-olds. Megyn Kelly was literally saying that. She's like, Jeffrey Epstein, bad guy. But he was into, like, 16-year-olds, not 8-year-olds. How can these emails be considered hidden now when they've been hidden for years? Wait, what emails? How can they be considered hidden? You mean like the ones that they're releasing slowly? I mean, they are. A lot of them still are hidden from us. Something tells me the turkey neck's gonna be awful popular at Thanksgiving and everyone will be fighting over it for memes. Oh. Prison. Dude, everyone who's posting a Trump turkey neck or any sort of Trump Bubba meme is going to prison. So choose your memes wisely. Yeah, Trump totally... Honestly, dude, he probably has a degradation fetish, for sure. But I feel like Trump's one of those guys, he would like show up to the elite orgy and he'd just start putting cocks in his mouth just for like the shock value, you know? He'd just be like, ah! He just goes straight up to Bill Clinton, put his fucking donger in his mouth, and just start gobbling it, and then stand up and be like, "Hey, Bill, how you doing?" These people are straight up freaks, I'm telling you. Oh yeah, hidden by administration on either side. Well, I mean, what's that telling you, right? Democrats have had this for the last 10 years. How long have they had these fucking emails? 10 years? I guess Epstein died in 2019, so at least then. Oh, what up, Tori? How are you doing? How's Thailand? How's Pi? I hope you find some work soon. That's so annoying. What is life? Yeah, I know. But dude, I feel like, I mean, everything's probably just going to continue business as usual, but like, at a certain point, these institutions are goofballs. When, like, if anyone's still paying federal taxes, what the fuck for? Exempt. Did Epstein die in 2017? Jesus Christ. That's crazy. So it's been 8 years. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's such a I feel like this is what they've always been scared of, right? They want us being mad and yelling at each other, and now everyone's just making a mockery of the fact that our presidents be fucking sucking each other. Glucking. Giving full gluckings. And of course, this is what it is. It's goofball shit, dude. It's Eyes Wide Shut. Except worse and dumber. These people are fucking demons. All of them. Oh, he died in 2019, but his emails were taken for investigation in 2017. I miss stream. Everyone come to Thailand. Bro, I fucking miss Thailand so much. I love it there. What's the weather like right now? What's the temperature? What time is it? It's probably, what is it, 5 or 6? 6 p.m.? Alright, well, should we go do some frickin' vinyasa? One sec. La-di-da-di-da. Alright, boys, it's gonna be a great day. Hope the grass isn't wet today, because that'll suck. I don't think it is wet. Let's go. Alright, dudes, we're gonna do our vinyasa flow today. We're gonna do a little frickin' seat of our pants ad lib. Woo. Alright, boys, you ready? It's 11:11 p.m. Wait. It's 12 hours difference there? Oh, that's right, it is 12 hours. You have to mow 50 acres in a bit? Alright, well, here we go. Let's get sweaty. Alright, dudes. Let's find our frickin' easy seat. That's hero pose, lotus pose, whatever you like. I like this because I like training my knees. When I started doing this, I could only do it for a couple minutes, and now I can probably do it forever. I don't know, but it feels nice. Alright, let's find our seat. Close your eyes. Put your palms, you can have them either open on your knees, palms down if you're in heroes. You can have palms up too if you want to receive. But let's just sit here for a second, set our intentions. Usually in class, my intention will be that something like, you know, stay focused on the breath, be present, be here. But then like actual goals and stuff, I'm usually, like a year ago is when I started doing no water. So I'll usually set that intention, like try to make it through class without needing anything. But other than that, you can just visualize your day. Here, let's do, I forget what this mudra is, but it's like a lotus palm, right? Touch your thumbs together and your pinky fingers, and then spread out the rest of your fingers into lotus leaves, like a flower. And put your thumbs at your sternum, at heart center, and breathe in through your nose. And then when we exhale, we're going to do interlace all your fingers and hold it about 1 inch from your chest and pull your elbows away and exhale. Breathe in with this. Exhale back to the lotus mudra. Breathe in again. I've also been into visualizing myself like in between, like if there's a tree, right? Visualizing like the silhouette of a tree. I'm the trunk, and where my legs and knees connect to the ground, roots furl out, right? And then up from my head are the branches. So when I'm inhaling, I'm thinking of pulling ether down, and then I exhale it into the earth. But you guys can do whatever you want, you know, visualize however you like. But I feel like the visualization stuff has really been coming to me, and I like it a lot. So breathe in again with the lotus. Exhale. One more time, inhale. I think this one's called like undying devotion or something. And then exhale with the lotus. All right. Then we're going to reach our right arm out, put your left hand down to the ground, right arm over, and stretch. You can look up past your armpit if you like. If you want to get a nice deeper bend, put your elbow out more, bend your elbow. Reach around, give it a reach around like Trump. Stretch the other way. Get a nice little curve in your spine. Support yourself with your right hand. Keep your left hand straight. Look up past your elbow or your armpit. Arms down. Cross your right over your left. And pull your arm in. Get a nice shoulder stretch here. You can roll your wrists out. I really like rolling my wrists out. I feel like it gets all the tendons and the muscles stretching out and stuff. Right arm down, left arm across. Roll your wrist. All right. Then let's do a couple freaking cat cows, okay, boys? We'll take it slow to start. All right. Hopefully you guys can see. Here, let me try and tuck in a little bit. No, it's okay. You can see. All right, ready? So breathe in. Drop your stomach. Exhale, push the mat away. Dome your back. This is cat. And if you want to get some intuitive motion in there, if you want to stretch your back to the side, drop back a little bit. Go forward. Just kind of roll your wrists around. Do a couple cat cows on your own here. You can turn your palms back towards your knees. Do a cat cow like this. Exhale, push away from your shoulders, push into the ground. Put your palms forward again. Do another cat cow. Exhale. Push back to a child's pose. And for a child's pose, I usually like to, you can do a passive one where you drop your arms. You can put your arms back behind you. But I'm usually trying to push myself, even in the passive poses or the rest poses. So if you stretch from your shoulders, get a nice long stretch, and get your palms out, and you can lift so that your elbows are up off the ground. That helps you get a nice long stretch in your shoulders. I feel like this is making me taller too. Eventually I'm going to be like 2 inches taller. Alright, press back up. One more cat-cow. Exhale, push away. Alright, dudes. Let's get started with our... We'll start off with a slow vinyasa. I'm gonna have to screw it. The ground is wet, boys, confirmed. But here we go. Alright, go in your down dog and just start stretching out. Bend your knees, push back. So in down dog, you want to have your palms, your fingers spread all the way out. Use your whole palm. And this is supposed to be kind of like a reset or rest pose, even though it is kind of hard. But you can do it a bunch of different ways, but we'll keep our feet about the mat width today. Kind of up on your toes. You want to stretch your hips. You want your hips to go up into the air. Kind of a little tuck if you can of your sacrum. And then you're pushing your chest back to your thighs. Keep stretching your legs. Roll out to a plank. Hold here for a sec. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Push back to down dog. All right, and then we'll walk up to the top of our mat slowly. Bent knees, ragdoll at the top. Grab your elbows, and you can kind of rock around here. Get a nice stretch in the back of your legs. Keep a nice bend there. Just kind of rock back and forth. Stretching out your thighs and your legs and your quads. Flip the order of your elbows. Put the other arm in front. All right, hands to the ground. We'll do a half lift. Forward fold. And then we're gonna do a high mountain. Hands down to heart center. Then we'll do our vinyasa flow. Everyone good? Skitters up. All right, here we go, boys. So start at the top of your mat. Hands at heart center. We're gonna lift up to high mountain. Inhale. We'll go slow on the first couple, okay? Exhale, forward fold. Palms down. Inhale, half lift. Try and get your back straight. Get a little bit of an up dog feel, like in your shoulders, pressing back. You want your back to be parallel to the ground. Kind of looking up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Where were we? Oh yeah, no, exhale, plank. And then we're gonna
go down all the way with control to your stomach. And then we're going to do a cobra, which is just the beginning of an up dog. We're going to take it slow on our little backies today, okay? So lift up with your chest. Keep your palms right underneath your shoulders. Feet together. Lift up with your chest using just your back strength. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. And then push up into down dog. So you can either go here to a tabletop first, or you can just do a straight push up to a plank and then go into your down dog. Stretch it out one more time. All right, and then bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. You can either walk one step at a time, or if you want to try and hop up there, do that. Hop up with your feet together. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Actually, let's do another cobra. So go all the way down with control, and then lift up, just your back. Let it go, down dog. All right, boys, ready? We're gonna do 2 flows in a row. All right, bend your knees, look to the top, hop up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high mountain. Get a little back arch in there. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga and up dog. Or down dog first. Or up dog, sorry. So for this, I'm pressing on the top of my feet. I've got my knees off of the mat. I've got my shoulders back, head up, chest up, and then flip your toes. Down dog. Inhale. All right. Look to the top of your mat, bend your knees, hop up. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. High mountain. Forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Down with control, push through. Inhale. And exhale. Heck yeah, boys. All right. Take a little break. Go to child's pose for a second. Head down. And recover. Take a drink of water if you want, unless you are trying to make it through without water. But that's okay. You don't have to do that. All right, boys. Ready? Down dog. Now, try and lift your heels up as high as you can. Get your hip up as high as you can. Press your knees back so your legs are straight. And then press your chest towards your thighs. Try and suck your stomach in and create like a space here in between your hips. And try and use that to get your hips to go higher. Inhale. All right, bend your knees, hop to the top. And then we're gonna go to a chair pose. Ready? Inhale, bend your knees, drop your butt back. Try and get your arms equal with your head. Shoulders down, looking up. Have a little arch in your back. Sit a little lower, all while breathing. One more breath. And let it go. Palms down. Then we're going to do a half lift. Lift into another chair. Utkatasana chair pose. But this time we're going to bring our hands to heart center, and then we're going to twist to our left. You're going to tuck your elbow into your right elbow into your left knee and use that leverage to twist your chest. Keep your thumbs at your heart center, at your sternum, and try opening your left shoulder up to the sky. Drop your butt more. Go to center. Let it go. You can stretch your legs up to like a half lift if you want. Get a little release here from that, because we're going to do the other side next. Okay? So we're going to go up to Utkatasana chair again. Hold it for a sec. Bring your hands to heart center at your sternum, and then twist to the right now. Whoa. If you fall out, just get back into it. Breathing, twisting, and release. Forward fold. Stretch your leggies out. Fold over your legs with straight legs if you like. Here, actually, let's do spread your legs out to the width of the mat, and you can either hook your big toe with your pointer and middle finger, or you can tuck your palms underneath your feet, palms up. This is called Gorilla Asana, and use that to stretch your legs up. Alrighty, boys. Here we go. Now let's go down to a lunge. So bring your left leg back on the ball of your foot. Right leg's bent 90 degrees. You've got each of your hands on either side of your right foot, and then rock back and forth. Try and keep your chest off of your leg a little bit, but it's okay if your chest is like laying on your thigh too. Rock back and forth. Then we're going to do a lunge twist. So right arm up to the sky. Breathe in. Stretch. Get your arms to be going 180 degrees opposite direction. Pull away from each other. Firm up your back leg, your back long leg. Bring that hand down. And then we're going to stand up to a crescent lunge, okay? So press up, arms up. Front leg is 90 degrees. Back leg is straight with a little bend. You've got your heel over the ball of your foot. Breathe in through your nose. All right, come back down to your lunge, and then we're gonna drop our left heel down, so our left foot is 45 degrees, and then we're gonna take our left arm and open up to a big old warrior two. I know your right thigh is probably killing you. Just give it a second. The pose doesn't start until you want to get out of it. Inhale. Look down the barrel of your right arm and let it go. Straighten your leg. And then we're going to go forward for triangle trikonasana, okay? So keep your arms straight out, and then you're just going to reach and bend your body. Keep your arms exactly straight and bend your body until your right arm touches your leg and your left arm's in the air. Inhale. Come up. Heck yeah. All right. Now turn your right foot in, and then we're going to bend forward with a flat back. Okay. Now down here, you can either keep your hands in the center, put them behind you, try and touch your head to the ground. You can reach underneath your feet. You could just grab your ankles, but you want to have most of the weight in the balls of your feet. Lean forward, and then we're going to do a big old stretch. This is called Pasarita, I believe. Ooh, my legs are tight today. Oh, yeah. I like sitting in this pose for a while because I feel like you can really loosen up everything if you give it a sec. Breathe into the frickin' stretch. It might feel like pain now, but if you keep stretching, it'll dull, and it'll feel like information rather than pain. So keep stretching, keep breathing, release that fascia. All right, arms up to the side. Lift up, straight back. All right, you ready to do it on the other side? Think we can just go into it? Let's try. Did we just start with, yeah. All right, so we're just gonna turn, right? Arms up. And then you're gonna go into your crescent lunge. Bend your left knee. Got your right leg back. Heel is over the ball of the foot. Chest up, head up, and breathing. And then we're going to try and just flow right into the warrior two, okay? So drop your right heel, drop your right arm, kind of center your left leg a little more. So your two legs are in a line, two arms are in a line, and then drop down. Try and get your left thigh to be parallel to the ground. Look down your arm like a gun. Inhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Last one. Press back. Then we'll go into our triangle pose. Left leg straight. Lean forward. And try and keep your left hip back too. Pull it back, because usually it's going to have a tendency to stick out. But pull it back. Arm straight. Both legs straight. Heels grounded into the ground. And if you've got the balance, look up to your right hand. All right, come up. Left heel in. And then let's jump to get our legs to the center. Ready? How's that feel, guys? How are your legs feeling? Yeah, it does feel good to stretch, right? All right, so let's try and put some of this together, right? Take a second, bounce around. Oh, dude, my favorite class, the Tuesday night class that I always take with Sherry, we did another like 5 minutes of jumping the other day. It was awesome. We'll start one morning like that, where you just bounce, shaking out each hand. We'll start next week like that or something. All right, boys, here we go. Start at the top of your mat. Hands at heart center. And actually, no, we're going to lift into Utkatasana chair. We're not staying here forever. Inhale. Hands at heart center. Twist. Catch your left knee with your right elbow. And then here we go. This is going to be fun. This is going to tie in our crescent lunge. Ready? So we're going to keep our elbow attached to our knee and step back with our right foot and try and go into that crescent lunge while keeping everything else. Ready? Well, a little messy, but that's okay. So you've got your back leg firm. Everything else is the same though. You're twisting your shoulder, twisting your head back, looking over your shoulder. And then we're going to come to a lunge, and then we're going to launch onto our left foot and try and get our right foot up in the air. This is called half moon, or wait, what is it called? I forget. Half moon? Yeah. All right, ready? Launch to your left leg. Put your left hand on the ground. And you can put your right hand on your hip or reach it up. Your right foot is flexing back towards your shin. Try and keeping it parallel to the ground. I don't have a mirror, so I can't really see, but I think I'm right. Or I'm around there. Stretch your chest open. Breathing. And then bring your right heel down to your left and meet in a forward fold. Okay, what did you guys think of that? All right, here we go. Stand up into Utkatasana. We're going to do the other side. Hands at heart center. Twist to your right. Looking over your shoulder, and then we're going to step back. Ready? Here we go. And if you fall out, just go straight into this. Whoa. All right. And then go to your lunge. And then we're going to launch to our right leg. Ready? Here we go. Your foot should be straight ahead. Left hand on your hip. Right hand on the ground. If you need a block or something, if you need to stand next to something and you can't quite touch the ground, we usually have blocks. I don't have blocks. But you can use anything to get your hand up off the ground if you need it, Okay. What do we do after this? Oh, this was it. Get your left arm up in the air. Stretch. And then bring your foot down. Forward fold. Heck yeah, boys. All right, stand up. Let's do a vinyasa to go to the ground. So inhale. Reach up to the sky. Give a little back bend. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Do another one. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. And go all the way down. All right, press back. Let's go to a down dog for a sec. Stretch out our leggies. All right, you guys want to do one? Here, let's stick your right leg straight in the air. Heel up. Step it through. And now you're in a lizard. Yeah. So both of your hands are on the inside of your leg in a lizard. Rock back and forth here for a sec. And then we're going to keep our right hand on the ground if you can. And you're going to turn your left leg, your left heel down. And if you can, reach your left arm up and over your head. And if you have to come up higher too, that's fine. And then here we're in a, what is this called? Extended side angle. So this is another fun one too, where if you wanted to do a bind, you can reach your left hand behind your back and then reach your right hand under your leg, clasp your hands, and then if you want to bring your left leg under, this is called Birds of Paradise, and you can try to slowly lift your right leg up with your elbow. Like this, and hold it for a sec. And then when you've had enough, drop it back down, step your leg back. You're back in this devotional warrior thing. Unclasp your hands, hand down, back into extended side angle, and then go back into your lizard. You can bring your knee back into a plank, drop your knees, sit in a hero's pose for a second, or you can go into a child's pose. Then we'll do the other side. Yeah, dude, doing yoga outside is the best. All right. Back to down dog. Left leg up. Left leg forward. Go into a lizard lunge. And then we'll try and do our side angle. So bring your arm up. You want to try and do your Birds of Paradise, or you want to just try and do the bind. You reach this hand back for the bind, this arm up underneath your elbow, clasp, bring your right foot in, don't look at my butt, and then we're going to stand up and bring our left leg up with us. Ready? Inhale. When you've had enough, come back down. Slowly, leg back. Undo the clasp. Come down to a lizard. And then, did we do anything else? I forget. Go to a plank and do your vinyasa flow. Up dog. Down dog. Knees down. Woo. Oh yeah, and if you can't do I couldn't do the Birds of Paradise and that stuff for a long time. So if you can't do that, you just stay where you are for as long as you can, right? Like each thing that we're doing is like an add-on. Like even if you wanted to and just stay in freaking down dog the whole time, you could. I mean, you could stay in child's pose the whole time, but it's basically just a path. It's like a progression for how you get there. You keep adding on this stuff as you're able to do more and more, But yeah. All right, dudes, let's start winding down a little bit. So let's go back to our down dog. Right leg up, step through, and then we're going to drop our back leg here. This is just a low lunge. We're going to push our hip forward and try and get our knee to go a little bit over our ankle. Chest up. Breathe in. If you had blocks, you could use them here to get your shoulders up a little bit. But then we're going to press back into a half split. So reach your fingers forward, try and get them up to like heel level. Flex your toes back towards your shin. Drop your head and get that nice stretch along the back of your right quad, your right gluteus, not quad. All right, press forward again. Chest up. Inhale. Press back one more time. Toes up. Heel press forward. Try and pull your hip back, because usually we'll have a tendency to kind of stick our hip out, but we want it to go straight back. Arms reach forward. All right, and then we're here again, and here. So this is, if you want to try and do something a little more challenging now, we can use our press down with the top of our back left foot. And again, if you have blocks, you can stabilize. If you have a coffee table by you or whatever and you want to stabilize, use it. But if not, and you want to just try and press up, start putting push down onto the top of your left foot and lift your left knee up. And if you want, you can go arms up. Inhale, hold it. So you're using the top of your foot to press down, get your knee up off the ground. This is very difficult, so if you can only do it for a couple seconds, do it. Drop down and get back into it if you can. All right, ready? Last breath. Drop down. And then we'll go for, if you want to do another half split, you can. If you want to try and go for a bigger full split, you can do that too. Oh, yeah. Whenever I've kind of trained myself that whenever I have that like dull feeling of a stretch where you're like, normally you'd want to go like, oh, you know, instead of doing that, I make myself take a deep breath in. And I feel like it alleviates that a lot. It also kind of changes your brain from thinking like, oh, this is pain, this sucks, this hurts, to rewarding yourself with a nice little breath, right? A deep breath. That's the best feeling. All right, come out of it. Press back to child's pose, and then we'll do it on the other side. And then we'll start winding down. We'll do our final cool down, okay? All right, boys. Down dog. Left leg up. This is the last of our hard stuff. Left leg forward. Drop your knee. Push forward, chest up, breathe in. Press back for half split, half Hanuman. Toes back, drop your head, try and suck your stomach in, create that same space in between your hips and your stomach and your legs and your thighs that we were talking about in the down dog, right? Suck the stomach in, gives you a little more space to bend. All right, forward.
Chest up. Press back. Straighten your leg. Head down. All right, and then we're gonna go into our lift, okay? Knee forward, right foot, top of right foot press down. And then you can have your hands on your hips or you can have them up in the air. But here we go, press up. Always breathing. Ooh. One more. And that's enough. All right, so go press back into a half split, or you can do a whole split. Oh. Yeah, dude. I always forget to try and keep my back straight when I'm doing this. I always want to fall forward. So try and get your back up, back straight, chest up. All right, boys. Get your heel back. Oh. Here we go. Let's do one more vinyasa flow. Down dog. Jump to the top or walk up. Inhale, full mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Knees. Child's pose. All right, and we're just gonna do our last bits of stretching here, boys. We've made it. That one was good. The second side you did it, Creatress? The pressing up with your foot? Yeah, dude, and honestly, like, sometimes the first time that I take Sherry's class on Tuesday nights, and I've started taking it on Thursday mornings too, and she teaches, each week she has a new class, so she'll teach the same class twice. But the first time I go, oftentimes there's like a learning curve, right? You're not expecting, like when I'm telling you to go from this to this, the first time you do that, you're like, what the fuck are you talking about, right? Yeah, these last two hurt. But it's very surprising, like tomorrow if you try and do that, you're gonna do a lot better. It's like you literally just have to do it once and kind of fall through it once, and then it gets so much easier. That's why I love yoga so much, honestly, is because I feel like there is so much progress that you see so quick. And yeah, once, even if you can't get it on your, like my left leg is much weaker than my right. Not much, but like enough that I know that I can do certain things on my right and I can't on my left yet. But yeah, once you get it on one side, then you're like, oh, okay, if I can do it on that side, now I know how to do it on the other. I just need to get a little stronger. And it's usually like stuff that I can do on my right leg. It'll take me like 2 extra weeks to be able to do it on my left leg or whatever, you know? But yeah, keep going. All right. Oh, we've never done this one. This is fun. Have you ever heard of happy baby? Fall on your back. Don't fall. Roll on your back. Oh, I'm rolling down the hill. Okay, you lay on your back, and this is to stretch out your back and your legs. Grab your footsies with your butt in the air, and then you pull your knees down on the outside of your chest. And you can kind of stick your leg up, do one at a time. Do your right leg.
and then pull your knees down to the earth. This also helps like flatten your back to the ground, which feels nice. But yeah, my favorite part of yoga is just that, like the first time they told us to do that in class, I was like, what the fuck? But now it's just like, there's no shame. Who cares? Everyone's ass is sticking out. Doesn't matter. All right, so take your little kneesies, put them together, and then you're going, actually, here, we could do, if you want, you can do, this is a, what's this called? Foursquare pose? No, I forget. It's almost like a pigeon. Put your right ankle on your left leg, and you can either cinch down, so it's like you're sitting cross-legged, and you can drop your knees over, or if that's too much, just keep your right ankle on your knee, and then you can drop. This is a supine twist. Drop your foot so it's flat on the ground. You can put your arms straight out if you've got enough room. Look over your right shoulder. If you don't have enough room, you can do cactus, where you have your arms bent. And so your legs are falling to the left, and your head and chest are, well, your chest is flat, but your head is looking to the right. If you want to use your left hand too to pull your knees down, you can do that. We're just doing a nice supine twist. Inhale. Other side. Come to center. Cross your leg over. You can cinch it down if you like. Supine twist. You'll probably get a nice couple cracks. You can roll your wrists out. Come back to center. Oh yeah, we'll do a Supta Konasana. So put what is it? The bottoms of your feet. What are those called? The palms of your feet? The bases of your feet? The soles of your feet. Put those together. Open your knees. Lay on your back. And you can have your palms up to the sky. If your legs are, if you need more stretch here, you can put them on your knees and gently press. Don't do it too hard though, because oftentimes what is this thing in between your legs, in your hippie area, if you leave this open long enough, it'll feel like you won't be able to get your legs closed again. All right, and you want to do pigeon on the back? Yes, you do. All right, put your right leg over your left again, and then this time we're going to reach through, grab our left knee like a couple inches underneath, interlace all your fingers, and then you're going to pull your leg down, and that'll help. That'll pull your right leg down with your ankle in front of it, so you get a nice stretch on your butt. You can go in as far as you like. You can get a big stretch, a little stretch, whatever you're looking for today. It's Saturday. Inhale. One more breath. Legs down. Other crossed over. Switch. Reach through your legs. Oh! Sometimes my muscles or something will like jump over bones now. And it'll like send like a jolt. Dude, I was telling Skitter this yesterday, but you know how I've been bitching about that like sciatic nerve? Well, it's not like shooting pains anymore, maybe because I notice it so much. It's almost like, dude, it's so weird. It's like I need this like sciatic nerve thing to happen so that I kind of understand how nerves work. Because yesterday I was having this, it was like a pinprick happening on the inside of my right toe,
and I could literally feel the whole path following, like going up my whole freaking leg, through the inside of my leg, then like going up behind my butt, into my back, and then dude, it was like throb in my toe, and then a second later it would throb in the left side of my tongue. So it's like there's clearly a nerve that's going through your whole body, and I feel like that's what like acupuncture and shit is, right? Saying how all these nerves are connected. But anyway, the sciatic nerve stuff isn't like painful and pissing me off anymore. It's the same thing with stretching. It's like a new sensation where I'm like, oh, okay, what is this gonna do? What is this teaching me, you know? Anyway, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I got yoga on the brain. I think that's good for today. These last two hurt. Yeah. All right, boys. How do you feel? Good hour stretch? Oh. Let's get off the wet grass. It's actually not that bad. Did you guys have fun? That one felt pretty good, right? You guys let me know too if there's stuff that I can do better. I'm trying to get better at calling the stuff out, having a little bit better of a plan, all that stuff. But you let me know if there's stuff that I can do that makes this more fun for y'all. Or if it's, let me know if it's kind of hard to do anything but just like a super wide angle. But let me know if you guys can't like see and stuff like that. But I don't know, this is great. This has really gotten me like out of being nervous about teaching, which I'm very thankful for with y'all. But also, I hope that it's making some of you guys really like it. Because I think yoga is way more fun than they want us to know. It's supposed to be way more just like chilling, doing intuitive movements, doing whatever you think. This was our best yet? All right, cool. Yeah, this one felt good. Lots of focus on the back today. I needed it. Yeah, I'm thinking, because now I'm getting a little more comfortable. I think I'll be able to start making more of, like one of my favorite teachers, Kathy, she'll tie, like she talks about that kind of stuff that I was talking about with the nerve, where she'll tie like your organs to different nerves in your body and stuff. And so she'll, we'll work on like legs, which also is like important for winter or something. She'll pick like, oh, okay, for winter it's important to take care of your kidneys or whatever. So then we'll do like a whole hour of just kind of like stretches and asanas that are focused on kidneys. And yeah, I think the thing too that I want to work on more, like we did today, was kind of that progression of starting slow, like going into the crescent lunge, and then adding a crescent lunge to your twist, and then from there adding the birds of paradise, that kind of stuff. Like, it's nice to be able to just take it one step at a time and kind of work towards like a big posture at the end that's like the coup, like the, I don't know, coup de grace. Is that what I was thinking? That's not the right thing. But yeah, dude, we're getting there. Yeah, it felt good today. Also needed that. Good. Yeah, maybe next week we'll work on, we'll pick another topic or another theme. Excuse me, sorry. Maybe we'll do like chest opening or something like that next week. Pigeon felt good. Yeah, I love pigeon. But all right, dudes. I think I'm gonna go for another run. I feel taut. Let's go. I know. I love that feeling, right? Like that is like one of my favorite things about yoga. You're talking about that like taut, or wait, are you saying you felt taut like you got some learning, or you feel taut like tight? Both. Because, dude, now that I actually have some muscles on me, it kind of feels nice. It's like your body's always getting a nice little hug. It's cool. But yeah, all right, boys, we'll do it again next week. I learned, yeah, and you're gonna be taught like a tiger. But all right, boys, have a good frickin' day. Go run if you want. Go hike if you can. It is kind of nice, actually. It's cold, but it's not freezing. It's kind of good hiking weather. We'll see. All right, boys. Have a good day. Hope you have fun. No more tension in your back. Let's go. Have a good weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about Donnie and Bubba. I can't believe our president blew the former president. Of course he did. Of course he did. Goblin balls. Dude, fucking Trump is the gobbler. His holiday's coming up in a week and a half. He's gonna gobble Bubba. All right, dudes. Have a good weekend.